Hello everyone, welcome to today's race, and this has been a very chaotic week here at Road America, both in IMSA and the Prototype Challenge, as I've had quite a few scrappy races, but I'm hoping today that this race will show you that there can still be some good ones in the midst of all the chaos. Now we're starting mid-pack with only another Ferrari with us and the Acura horde, and I'm looking to my right as I want to be on the inside into turn 1 as that is a little bit safer. We have a car quickly coming down our inside. I just about see him in a void and he's off, and we have Schmidt rejoining ahead of us with a big wobble, but he's able to save himself. That forces us round the outside, and you can see just how wide we end up going there on these cold tyres and full fuel load. The Ferrari feeling so heavy in these circumstances on the opening lap, so it's just up to me to try and nurse it as much as possible to save my positions. So work down the inside here, trying to defend against a Mur. I just about get stopped and then use the all-wheel drive system to kick it out the corner. And then I've got to back off and be careful there. The car becoming very light and unstable over that crest. But we're still alive for now, at least as we're coming down the hill towards the next braking zone. We're coming a bit too heavy again, and we're going wide following Schmidt. And Amur seizes the opportunity there, rightfully so. So I'm just going to back out here because I want to stay on the inside and try to not lose any more time. There's another car off behind us, that's Matsumiya, and looks like he is just able to keep going. Now Moore has the slipstream of Schmidt ahead of him. You can see how close he is behind that wing, so he's now pulling to the inside as we come up towards Canada Corner. He's making a move down there, and looks like he's made it work as Schmidt backs out. And that lets us tuck in right behind his wing as well, so I'm going to be careful though coming through these S's, because I've seen plenty of instances of cars coming together there, and I don't want to get caught up. And I focus on that exit as we're coming onto the main straight. I can finally breathe a sigh of relief as we've survived the chaos of lap 1 here at Road America. So let's have a look at what exactly happened. And we're starting off on lap 0 as we had this poor Porsche get collected by that Ferrari, carelessly weaving there. And this was the main moment here. This was the send on to turn 1. You can see how far back he's coming, and if it wasn't for poor Schmidt there, that guy was never going to make the corner. And this guy's only consolation is that he stayed out of the tyre barrier, so didn't take too serious damage. And this was the other Ferrari that we had for company, who unfortunately on those cold tyres gets a big snap of oversteer and just loses it onto the grass. And he too thankfully doesn't take any serious damage. And this was Matsumiya. He just comes in too hot and heavy on that long right corner, and once you're out of the banking there's very little you can do to try and keep it out of that grass. Now back onto lap 2, we have Gumpel right behind us, as well as we're following Schmidt, who's pushing hard as you can see there, really trying to stay with Moore, who is putting the pace down for all of us to try and keep up with. I go deep once more under the braking. I'm still not quite there with the tyres and how I'm used to driving this car in the open setup, and that's given Gumpel a good opportunity here, though you can see the Ferraris are both very closely matched here. Going to make sure I nail the braking and get on the apex, which allows me to defend my position. And we're both now pushing really hard. You can see Schmidt gets another little wiggle on there coming out of that corner, and I've gone deep myself, which has compromised it, but just about able to keep up. However, Gumpel is now also under threat from Patrick behind him. You can see that black Acura really lurking, looking to try and make a move. And as we're coming around this long right, he's really closing up behind Gumpel, who's gone wide and compromised his exit. And Patrick's now going to make the move into the kink. There's a bit of contact between them. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Patrick is now ahead, and he's in clean air, ready to start chasing down me and Schmidt. And Amur ahead is really checked out now, so Schmidt is not getting any of the slipstream from him, which is going to put him more under stress from me behind. All I have to do now is just keep in touch with him and see if I can keep Patrick behind us at bay, which is really difficult, as you can see how much we're all pushing here, trying to extract as much pace as possible. Now onto lap 4, I've really done my best to keep up with Schmidt ahead of us, who keeps making those little mistakes. However, you can see Patrick is right there behind, ready to pounce given the opportunity. And Brandon's made a big mistake there. He's really gone wide, which has made him slow off the corner, and I've managed to nail it. And now this is where that speed of the Ferrari and the slipstream are coming together. Look how fast we are coming up onto Schmidt. He's not defending here, so I'm going to take the inside line into kind of corner, brake as late as I dare, get on that apex, and we just make that move stick perfectly there. Schmidt is still right there behind us coming through these next corners, so I'm going to defend, not give him the opportunity to come back at us. He could very easily do so in the Acura, which is excellent under braking, and we just about make it work. And this was a very tight move. You're going to see coming off the apex just how close me and Schmidt were there. We were both really pushing. He wanted to try and make it around the outside, and just how close he was meant I had to defend there, otherwise he could have sent it down that inside. And all that has really brought Patrick in close behind us, so as we rejoin on that lap, we're going to see Patrick is right behind Schmidt here, and he's going to have a look to the inside, put the pressure on, but he backs out. However, that is going to actually cost him dearly there. You're going to see he's going to lose a couple of temps, and it's all now down to Schmidt as we come through this next corner. This mid straight here is a fantastic opportunity for an overtake, as he's got the full slipstream, so I'm relying on the speed of the Ferrari here to keep me safe and not let him get any overlap as we're coming up to the next corner. And Schmidt is just not close enough there really to make the move around the outside, so as long as I got that apex there, there's nothing he can do. And you can see just how much he's pushed, as he's unfortunately lost the rear of the car coming over the crest there. That's very easily done. As I said, the car becomes so light, so if you are heavy on the brakes you can lose the rear quickly. And Patrick really had to check up there. You can see how close he came to following Schmidt off the road there. And now he is free to start chasing me down. And back onto lap 6, Patrick has really caught up to me here. He has some good pace in him, and I'm just pushing as best as I can, trying to extract as much pace out of the Ferrari, but you can see there I'm still making my own mistakes, and that is inviting Patrick behind us to start having a sniff as he starts drawing up behind us. It's not fast enough though, and I'm just going to defend, but he sends it down the inside and he just about avoids us, and I had no opportunity to react there. I just didn't expect that sort of move, and we both got very lucky. And you're going to see I do start moving to the middle there, trying to open up the corner, and that seemed to signal to Patrick that he might have an opportunity for a dive bomb. But I'm already so late on the braking, and him trying to be even later just means that he had no chance there to stop for the corner. We both get extremely lucky to avoid any sort of damage. So on to what was the last lap, as unfortunately the race kind of fell away from me after that. The whole pack spread itself out and there wasn't really much opportunity left. It was just a case of keeping clean and consistent, but that consistency has still awarded me P6 back where I started, which is a good finish considering all the races I had so far this week. So that is the end of today's race. I hope you have enjoyed what I could bring together for you. If you like this video, there are other examples on my channel, so please take the time to have a look, and I'll see you next time.